Hi guys, Editing Tiffany here. So I'm editing my video and I came across the footage and realized that I don't have an intro filmed, and the reason why is because I was gonna film the intro after I did like my entire makeup look, but I totally forgot, so I have no intro. Yeah, basically this is my March favorites, all the products that I have been loving for the past month. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get a notification every time I post. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm just gonna go in and prime with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So I really like this primer because I think it's very moisturizing. So I have dry skin. So one of the things that I look for in a primer is for it to be very complementary to my dry skin. And then a bonus of this primer is that I noticed that it gets rid of my redness. I have been using this primer literally non-stop throughout March. I've already used up so much of it. It was the only primer I used. Now for foundation, I have been loving the Profusion Feel Good Skin Foundation. I like this because it has hyaluronic acid and it is a medium to full coverage, and it also has a natural satin finish along with SPF 15. So this is just like a great foundation because it has a little bit of everything, and I think it'll be suitable for all skin types. I have dry skin and it complements me pretty well, so I really enjoyed this. I kind of just dot it all over my face like that. Oh, I'm also in the shade Medium 3 Neutral. And then this is also a favorite as well. This is my Milani sponge. It's a really pretty, like almost your skin but better foundation. For concealer, I have been loving my Josie Maran Vibrancy concealer. This is in the shade Medium. So I really like this concealer because it is full coverage and it just feels like amazing underneath my eyes. It's probably the most hydrating concealer I have, and I like that it is a full coverage without being super cakey. So this has just been like my go-to concealer throughout March. Also just because being a mom, I literally get like no sleep with my baby. She's only like 3 months, almost 4, so she's going through a sleep regression right now and it is not fun. Now for powder, I have been loving my Charlotte's Tilbury Flawless Finish Airbrush powder. This is in the shade 2 Medium. So I have been experimenting a lot with quite a bit of powders, and so I've tried some drugstore ones and some high-end ones, and the Charlotte's Tilbury one I think personally is the best. And like no matter how much powder I add onto my face, I feel like I don't look cakey or powdery at all. For blush, I have 2 blushes that I have been loving. I have been loving the new M Cosmetics Venetian Rose Heaven's Glow blush. This is just such a pretty shade, and as you guys know, I love M Cosmetics their Heaven's Glow blush formula. I really enjoy this like powder blush formula. I think it looks so pleasing on the skin. And then this MAC Glow Play blush has been my favorite in the shade Blush Please specifically. This is just such a pretty blush color on me, and I really like the formula. So if you guys don't know what formula this is, it's like very squishy and bouncy, but I think today I am gonna go in with the MAC one. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. This color just really complements me well, so I just go in with a brush. I've also started placing my blush like where I would normally put my highlight. I saw that on Instagram Reels, and I think that just gives you like a facelift effect, and so I've just been doing this and I really like it. I think it does kind of lift my face up more. And then of course just some blush on my nose. I really like blush on my nose. I feel like it just makes me look a little bit more natural. Now for bronzer, I have been loving my Essence Luminous bronzing powder. I actually forgot about this for like the longest time, and then I took it out to do a get ready with me recently, and I've just fallen in love with it again. I've been reaching for it like all the time, and it's just such a great bronzer for such an affordable price. Now for highlight, I have been loving my Nabla Skin Glazing highlighter in the shade Privilege. This is just such a pretty highlight. I really like it because it It's just very subtle, but like the perfect amount. It's not too blinding, but it's not too sheer. I feel like it's like the perfect amount of pigmentation. And it also just blends out very, very effortlessly. It's not going to be one of those highlighters where it just leaves like such a very obvious like streak on your cheek and it's not blended out. So yeah, it just gives me such a natural sheen on my face. I really, really like this. So for eyebrows, I have just been loving my Benefit Goofproof Brow Definer Pencil. This is in the shade 2.5. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX eyebrow mascara in the shade Espresso. This eyebrow gel has just been like my constant favorite. I'm not quite sure why I like it so much. I just always find myself reaching for it again and again and again. I think it's because I do enjoy the applicator and I enjoy the way that it applies. It just applies very evenly and like looks very airbrushed on my eyebrows. So I enjoy this. Now for eyeshadow, I have been loving my eyeshadow primer potion from Urban Decay. I thought I should get back into eyeshadow primers because I really want my eyeshadow lasting throughout the day, and so I just opt for this classic primer and I have been using it like literally every single day. It does such a good job at like really making my eyeshadow stick. Now for eyeshadow, I have been loving my Too Faced the Natural Nudes palette. This is the prettiest palette I think I have ever seen in my entire life. This is pretty much me wrapped up in a palette. I have been using this non-stop. It took me a while to purchase this palette because, to be honest, I just felt like the colors were so basic and like I have these colors in all of my other palettes. But honestly, I really enjoy that this is all in one palette. It just has like the most natural nudes and pinks that you would ever need, and that's really all I wear. So, but I'm gonna go in with this color, Nude, and just put that all over my lid. Now I think I'm just gonna put this dark brown shade on the outer part of my eye. So I have been watching Love Island, the UK version, and I cannot stop talking in like accents, so I keep doing like British accents, Scottish accents, and Irish accents. I think Scottish accents are probably the funnest to do. I've also picked up on their slang and I use it around my husband, and it's just so funny like how just watching a TV show you can pick up on their accent and their slang, because sometimes I find myself pronouncing words like them, like not even trying. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know how my accents are going and how I'm crazily obsessed watching Love Island. So now I think I'm gonna take this shimmer and I'm gonna pack that on my lid. And then now I'm just gonna go back into my Nabla highlighter. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner. Now for mascara, I have been loving my M Cosmetics Pick Me Up mascara. You guys have heard me talk about this all the time on my channel, so you guys know how great it is and how much I love it. The best mascara for sure when it comes to lengthening. Now for lip liner, I have been loving the Colourpop Lippie pencils. This one is in the shade Beeper. Oops. These are just so freaking creamy. Now for lips, I have been loving the KKW Beauty Creme lipsticks in the shade Icon 2. Her lipsticks really took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting to like them and I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they are. But I just really enjoy the formula because it is really creamy and really pigmented. But I think what I like most about her lipsticks is that the shades are true nudes. It's really hard to find like a nude lipstick at the drugstore or even like with other high-end brands. It's never truly like a nude, but she has like actual true nudes for like a lot of different skin tones. So I appreciate that they're actually nude colors. And I just love pairing it with the Colourpop Lippie Stick Beeper because it kind of creates like that ombre effect. So last but not least, I have been loving this e.l.f. Soothing Facial Oil Mist. I've been using this to set my makeup because I feel like it just really makes everything melt into my skin and become one with my skin. Alright guys, so that was my full face of March favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.